Hello everyone there in Detroit, and I'm saying hello from Hong Kong. One of the questions that Steve has sent me is, what is the most important thing in 2011 for newspaper and newsroom people to understand and do immediately in the process of moving to digital platforms? I think that the first step is to make sure that you do it as soon as possible, that you get at least a 1.0 version of your newspaper into an iPad app or a tablet immediately. There is no going back on this. This is going to happen. The second major step is to really do a good analysis of your publication and decide what should go in the app. Do not make the mistake of dumping the entire newspaper into your app. I mean, these are two different platforms. So in my way of thinking, the first thing you do is to really take the DNA of your publication. What is it that people come to this publication for primarily? What is it, the information that we have here that they cannot find anyplace else? So you begin with your local elements, with your columnists that have a following, with the local sports, and that is what people eventually will pay for in your app. The app may not have a lot of the other components of the daily newspaper, which people may not pay for because they can get that information elsewhere. So taking the DNA of your newspaper is a very important second step after you decided that you were going to do this. The second question from Steve was, what are the biggest hurdles and the biggest opportunities available when you actually are doing an app? In my way of thinking, the biggest hurdle is when you really try to get an app going and you don't have an editor for it. There has to be a designated editor for your edition on the tablet. It's a dedicated editor who understands journalism, who understands print, and at the same time really has a clear idea of how people navigate in the tablet and the kind of information they're looking for and the storytelling possibilities. I mean, you can have video, you can have galleries of photos. An app is not a newspaper and it's not an online edition. It's its own very specific platform. So the biggest hurdle is to start without getting an editor appointed. The biggest opportunities are in advertising. And so the moment you start planning your app, get the advertising team and the marketing team in there. You need to explore advertising as coming together with the content. Sponsorship ads, you need to explore the possibilities of making those ads pop up on the screen. And so this is, I always say that planning an app requires 4 big foundations: the storytelling foundation, the advertising foundation, the technological foundation, and the financial foundation. How are you going to charge for it, and how do you expect to make profits from it? I hope this helps you.